Guys, folks, friends, and fans alike out there, Marvel is at it again. They are giving us another show about a character who, get this, is black. And beyond that, the audacity. You might want to brace yourself for this part. She's female, too. There's a show called Ironheart coming out next month about the character who's known as Ironheart. Who's from very recent Marvel comics, admittedly. I don't think she appeared until 2015, 16, and then she got her own book in 2019. So a 10-year turnaround from debut to appearance on screen. It's pretty impressive. Not completely unheard of. I mean, Kamala Khan has made a couple live-action appearances despite debuting it roughly at the same time, and Miles Morales only had about 7 years between his debut and when he got his own movie. Granted, that was not live action, but none of that is the point. The point is that Disney Marvel is up to their woke shenanigans again. They're pushing these characters on us that nobody wants. We just want white guys. Huh? What? No. Matt Murdock, Wade Wilson, Logan, Frank Castle, Bucky Barnes, John Walker, Red Guardian, Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange, Peter Parker, they all still exist? Well, no, that can't be right. Oh, and we're still getting 2 white guys in the Fantastic Four? No. Doctor Doom's gonna be played by a white guy? That can't be it. None of that sounds right. Professor X and Magneto, who are both white guys, are popping up in the next Avengers. Cyclops is going to be there too, and he's a white guy. But Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic told me that Marvel and Disney hate white people, and they're getting rid of them. That doesn't make any sense. So what I'm trying to get across is that I am so sick of the discourse around the current state of Marvel affairs. Everyone's talking about the MCU and all the wokeness and the DEI, the whatever dog whistle that they have to use to just dance around the fact that they're racist. They're just bigots. They hate black people and Asian people and Latino people, and they hate women. They're sexist too. All they want is white guys, even though there is no shortage of those. They have it in their heads that something is happening at Marvel, and they're just like bulldozing all of the white characters out and replacing them with minorities, but that's not even categorically true. Like, yes, there are more minorities popping up in these movies and in these TV shows, but they're not replacing anybody. Oh, Reed Richards is Latino this time. Oh, stop the presses. I mean, it's not like he was played by 3 white guys in a row. And that doesn't necessarily even matter. The only thing about Reed Richards that matters is that he's smart and a little egotistical and obsessed with his wife. As long as Pedro Pascal is capable of nailing those things, that's Reed Richards. You know, personally, I'm not crazy about the fact that it's Pedro Pascal because I just think he's a little too everywhere right now. I feel like the conversation just keeps getting hijacked, and these people that are just professional victims that are complaining about every little thing can't wrap their head around the possibility that there's a huge world out there and there's room for everybody. If you don't want to watch Ironheart, don't. I'm not going to. But it has nothing to do with the fact that she's black or that she's a female. It's because I didn't like Daredevil Born Again. I didn't like Moon Knight. I didn't like Loki. I liked SheHulk enough. I barely liked Captain America. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought WandaVision was just okay. Didn't like What If. I have a history of not liking these shows too much, so I have just decided not to watch them unless I'm really, really interested. And even then, sometimes that bites me in the ass. So I've just decided not to watch these shows, including this one. But I'm not going around making 55 videos about how the woke mind virus is taking over and infecting your life and getting in the way of everything that you want to watch or play or read or enjoy. Because I'm a grown-ass man and I can acknowledge that this has nothing to do with me. It has no impact, no bearing on my life. In fact, I could probably get a couple of views out of watching Ironheart and talking about it, but I don't care, because I'm not here to be fake. I'm not here to sell you on an idea. I'm not here to instill emotions within you and capitalize off of them. I'm here right now because I'm tired. People have been bitching and moaning for 4 years now because they made one movie about Black Widow after she died. 2 movies about Captain Marvel. Mind you, Iron Man has a trilogy. Captain America has a quadrilogy now, but you split that after the 3rd one because the original trilogy was about Steve Rogers. Thor has a quadrilogy. The Guardians of the Galaxy have a trilogy. Ant-Man has a trilogy. Shang-Chi got one movie 4 years ago. And we don't know when the second one's coming out. If it does. It's so aggravating. MCU, because of what, Kate Bishop and SheHulk? You know SheHulk's existed for like 40 years now? You know she's been around for decades? Why was she shaking ass? She's a provocative character. That's how she's always been. But it's only one side of her. The other side is a pretty kick-ass lawyer. Now, granted, the show does not capture that side very well, but they don't know that because they didn't actually watch it. Kate Bishop, been around for a pretty long time as well. Well over a decade. What's wrong with her being introduced in the MCU? They're replacing the... No, they're not. No, they're not. Jeremy Renner, if Hawkeye does not reappear, he has said why. It's because they just didn't want to pay him enough. Oh, but that's part of the conspiracy. Whatever. Whatever, man. Be that way. Read it that way if that's what you really want to do. She-Hulk is not replacing the Hulk, though. Not by a long shot. Well, why can't he get a solo movie? Because Universal doesn't want to let Marvel use the character. It's that simple, and it's been that simple for 17 years, because you guys didn't go watch The Incredible Hulk back when that movie came out, so they got the wrong idea, and now Marvel can't make another solo Hulk film, so he has to be a side character in things like Thor. But it wasn't a problem that he was a side character in Thor Ragnarok, it's only a problem that he was a side character in She-Hulk. It's such a non-issue, it's not even a real conversation being had. She-Hulk, Agatha, Miss Marvel, are those those are like the only like strictly female-led Marvel shows I could even think of. Oh, Echo, but that doesn't replace Daredevil, Loki, which is the only one that got more than one season, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, which had 2 leads, one of which was male, Secret Invasion, which I think was led by Samuel L. Jackson, Moon Knight, which was led by a male. It's not taking over. It's not taking over, and even if it were, it's just time for characters who have never been, like, iterated before on the big or small screen to finally get some time in the sun. But the male characters aren't going away. You looked at those chairs for the same 5 hours as everybody else. You saw the cast of Avengers Doomsday. It's like 90% male actors. David Harbour, Eben Moss-Bachrach, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Alan Cumming, James Marsden, Patrick Stewart, Simu Liu, Ian McKellen, David Harbour, Tom Hiddleston, Chris Hemsworth, Paul Rudd, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Wyatt Russell. There's still 50 guys in the movie. The women are not taking over. How many female superheroes in the MCU can you think of that are currently active? Black Widow, Ghost, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Photon. Is that it? Is that it? Because Lady Thor died. I don't know what's going on with Valkyrie. Photon, even she's in an alternate universe and stuck there. Wanda, as far as we know, killed herself. America Chavez doesn't seem to be popping back up. Oh, Ironheart, but we're not entirely sure. And the current Black Panther. Gia flew away. We don't know where she went. I think is what I don't know. I didn't watch that show. It's just it's so aggravating to me because there's a group of people here on the platform who are so dedicated to selling you the concept that you're under attack, that you are an oppressed minority, and it's designed to make you angry, which is insane because what, are minorities not treated very well in this country or something? But it's like, you know, back in the day, the female characters, even when they were supposed to be the protagonists of the story, were written well enough, like Sarah Connor or Ellen Ripley in Aliens. Mind you, if those movies came out today, they'd freak the fuck out about it. But I just don't understand the point behind being somebody like Critical Drinker or Geeks and Gamers or Quartering or Nerdrotic, and you see that a movie or a show is coming out, and you know it's starring a woman or a person of color, deciding that you're not going to like it, making dozens of videos about it before it comes out, nitpicking every little thing about it, scrutinizing every little thing that the lead actor does or says leading up to its release, and then making 5 videos after the fact talking about how much you hated it and how much of a failure it is. What's the point in letting it live in your head rent-free to that extent? I'm not even gonna watch this show, man. I just don't care. I'm not here to tell you that it's trash or that it's signaling the end of, or the beginning of the end of, whatever the hell they want to say. That's not... No one's holding a gun to your head and making you watch these movies or watch these shows. You can just skip it. You can just skip it. I didn't watch Ms. Marvel and my life is unchanged. I didn't watch Secret Invasion and my life is unchanged. It doesn't matter. None of this is real. It's just so aggravating to go online, to go anywhere, and just see people shit-talking these things only because the main character in it has the same skin color as you. Because you know what that means that they think about you. These guys are racist. They're not gonna favor you. You could be a black person that's been watching The Quartering for 8 years. He still doesn't like you. If the existence of a movie like Black Panther is considered political to him, what do you think is going to happen when he realizes that black people exist in the real world? When he puts that together, he's going to freak the fuck out. I have such a hard time believing that these people care about anything other than monetizing outrage. Because these are comic book characters, a lot of whom people have been waiting for years to see get adapted. What's going to happen if James Gunn greenlights a Static movie? What's going to happen if Miles Morales pops up in live action? They're going to continue to freak out despite the fact that these are characters who have been around for over a decade. Static's been around for decades. He had a cartoon show in the early 2000s. But if he pops up in live action somewhere, they're going to freak out again. But they like to hide behind, oh, well, I liked Lando Calrissian in Empire Strikes Back. He wasn't a main character, though. Finn was a main character. And there was an entire Twitter movement to boycott Star Wars Episode 7. Like, these are not... These people are the closest thing to bots that we really deal with in the real world. And it's insane to me. It's insane to me because it never stops. It never stops. They freak out about the concept of a legacy character, especially when it comes to Ironheart. Oh, you're besmirching Tony Stark's legacy. What would you have preferred? Harley Keener from Iron Man 3 become the new Iron Man? The kid whose entire personality revolves around he's smart and his dad left him? He doesn't even seem to have a mom. What else can you tell me about him? You can watch that movie right now and come back to this video and tell me what you've learned about Harley Keener from watching it. Riri actually had a lot more to do in the movie that she appeared in, which is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. We get to see up close exactly how smart she is. She built a functioning iron suit. Yes, it got better when she had access to this miracle metal from outer space, but she was the one who was able to build a vibranium detector in the first place, and she did it for a school project. Is that not equally as impressive as Tony Stark building this in a cave with a box of scraps? Or Peter Parker developing industrial grade web fluid out of shit in his chemistry class at school? Oh, but those are white guys. Those are white guys, so you get to actually play up those achievements as what they are, but you get to downplay this other one because Riri Williams is a black girl. It's so insane to me. It's so insane to me. Because, what about War Machine? War Machine isn't even smart in any of that same sort of capacity. His suit was literally just given to him by Tony Stark. Do you prefer that? Do you prefer that it's literally just handed to him? Or do you prefer that a character is able to build their own thing that rivals this other thing? What's more interesting to you? I don't understand. Like, because if you really hated legacy characters that much, do you like the Flash? Do you like Green Lantern? Do you like Robin? There should be no difference. But like, if I say, dude, I love Robin, you'll probably say, which one? And then I can tell you Tim Drake. And you'll be like, oh, sick, I like Dick Grayson. What's the difference between that and being like, dude, I love Spider-Man? Obviously, the assumption is going to be Peter Parker, but I could still ask you which one, and you might say Ben fucking Reilly. And that would be just as cool, just as valid. Different characters appeal to different people for different reasons. You can be a huge fan of Doctor Strange and Ant-Man and Spider-Man and not give a singular fuck about Captain America or Thor. But what if you're a really fucking big Ironheart fan and you've been waiting for years now for her to get adapted, and now here she is with her own show? You people sit here and you cried about Snow White for a month. Grown-ass men bitching and moaning and foaming at the mouth about Snow White as if you've ever given a fuck about a goddamn Disney princess. Is this what it's come to? You have to pretend like you know what you're talking about? You have to pretend that you care? Come on, man. Get out of my fucking face. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. There are thousands of Marvel superheroes. It took Sentry 24 years to pop up in a movie. Were you sitting around crying about that? I don't understand why we act like only certain characters deserve to ever show up in a movie. The current roster of Avengers has 2 women, and only one of them is of color, which makes them the only person of color on the new Avengers team. The original Avengers team was just 6 white people. Oh, but that's when Marvel was at its peak, when the only black person operated in the background. And even then, even still, zoom out to where we are now. How many movies are there where the main superhero is black? 2 Black Panther movies, and they're not even about the same Black Panther. And a Blade trilogy from 20 years ago. 20 years ago. We didn't have a problem with black people back then. What changed? What changed? 3 movies where the main character is a woman. 4 now, if you want to include Thunderbolts. 2 where the main character is a black person. Is that so ridiculous when we're looking at 40 fucking MCU movies? Why don't you just say what you really mean? You would prefer to never have to look at black people or women ever again. You would prefer if every superhero that you ever saw on screen, be it in a movie or on a TV show, was a fucking white guy. Just be honest. Be honest. Don't hide behind War Machine, who's a fucking sidekick. Don't hide behind Sam Wilson as Falcon back when he was a sidekick. Because the only thing that has changed about his characterization from when he was Falcon to now with him being Captain America is that you see him more. That he wears the Captain America suit. Internally, he is the exact same. He still has the same loyalty and courage and honor and integrity that he had in Captain America the Winter Soldier. But now that he's the main character of his own movie, you can't fucking stand it. That reminds me. There's 3. I'm sorry, there's 3. Because there is a black Captain America movie. Sorry I missed that one. One Marvel hero who's Asian. Yeah, but they're taking over. The minorities are fucking taking over. Whatever. Watch the show or don't. Watch the movie or don't. But don't sit here and act like your life is being ruined because you saw a brown person today. It doesn't matter, man. These characters are important to people. Just let them enjoy the shit. If you want to sit around and be cynical about every little thing that you see, then do that. But keep it to yourself, man. You don't have to mobilize 1 million people to get angry every time there's a Latino on screen. People liked Blue Beetle. Real people liked Blue Beetle. You look at the audience score of Blue Beetle, it's really fucking high. You know what doesn't have a high the audience score? The Flash. Which is about a white superhero. Maybe real people care about shit other than just what the character looks like. Because if you really cared about appearances and the characters looking how they're supposed to, you would have been demanding a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Barry Allen. You would be furious that through all these years we have not had a black-haired, blue-eyed Bruce Wayne actor. Did you know that? Did you know that Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent are supposed to look a lot alike? But they have never, in the movies, ever looked alike, in the slightest. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that has nothing to do with the quality of the product that we're watching. Is a movie bad just because it stars a black character or because it stars a woman? No, obviously not. But these people will literally look at a poster for a project, see a black person, and start freaking the fuck out. They'll tell you to light your torches and get your pitchforks ready. It's time for a fucking lynching. Like, literally, there were how many, whatever, whatever. I've said all I can say. I've said all I can say. It's just the most disingenuous, counterintuitive, idiotic argument, and it's made every single time. Every single time. It's so stupid to me. Oh man, I can't believe that the Silver Surfer is a woman. It's from the comics. Well, I don't care if it's from the comics. I don't want it. Like, you people beg for comic accuracy, but then you decide that you're gonna pick and choose what comics matter. You know what movie is, like, wildly inaccurate to the comics that it's named after? Captain America Civil War. But I don't bitch and moan about that because I think that movie is 10 times better than the comic book arc. But you guys don't actually read comics, so you didn't know it was inaccurate. You just liked it because at the center there were 2 white guys. That's what makes you happy. Like, you'll probably sit here and defend Thor: The Dark World just because. Even though when the movie came out, you guys swore it sucked, but now that there's so many more brown people, yeah, I miss peak Marvel. I miss peak Marvel, like Age of Ultron. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Peak Marvel, my fucking ass. Oh, if you've made it here, you're a real one. You're a real one. That means that, just like me, you're tired of this stupid argument being had over and over and over again. And you know what? Maybe it's time we do something. Maybe it's time we do something. I'm calling you out, Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers. I've said your names so many times on this channel now, and I know that the size of my channel pales in comparison to yours. But if this video finds the right person, they are so angry about what I'm saying that they will put this video in front of you over and over again until you see it. Respond to me. I hope to God that one of you takes the time out of your day to respond. And you know what? I'm gonna be civil about this. I am willing, more than willing, to sit down on Discord and have a conversation with you. I won't attack you. I won't be hostile. I want to talk. I want to talk as honestly as possible. And if you'll grant me that, I will hear you out, as long as you promise to do the same for me. If somehow this ends up happening, maybe we'll get somewhere. Maybe we'll get somewhere. But that's really all I've got the energy for right now. I'm gonna go lay down.